Alright, what it do? How you doing? It's Schmatet. This is a pure dragon-like deck. Alright, none of that adventure bullshit. It's pure Rockets, pure dragon-like, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's start with the main deck here. So for the Rokket engine, I'm running 2 Rokket Tracer, 1 Silverrokket, 1 Rokket Recharger, and 1 Rokket Synchron. Basically, Rokket Synchron lets you bring back a level 5 or higher Dark Dragon from your grave. Rokket Recharger just lets you respawn a rocket when a Dark Dragon is destroyed. Silverrokket can banish a card from your opponent's extra deck. Believe it or not, it comes up quite a bit. And your Rokket Tracer can basically summon you a rocket from your deck to let you go into your synchros. So on top of that, we're running 2 Absorouter. You could special summon it from your hand if you control a rocket, and when it's sent to the grave, you can add a rocket from deck to hand. 2 Noctovision, really beautiful card. Basically, when a Dark Dragon monster is special summoned, you could special summon it from the hand. And if you use Noctovision as link material, you could draw a card. And there's some pretty cool tech that I'm going to show you in the extra deck with that. It also protects your set spell and traps when it's in the grave. So for the Chaos package, we're running 3 Starliege Seyfert, Black Dragon Collapserpent, White Dragon Wyverbuster, and Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So the Levianeer, basically it's like, you can basically just rip a card from your opponent's hand. That's what you use it for. You can respawn your dragons from the grave, or you can just pop 2 cards on the field. When White Dragon Wyverbuster sent to the grave, searches your Black Dragon Collapserpent, and vice versa. And your Starliege Seyfert basically lets you add a dragon from deck to hand. So for the non-dragon cards, just 1 Fairy Tale Snow. You can very easily fill up your graveyard. This thing is insane. It's not a once per turn or once per chain. You can literally just banish 7 cards from your hand, field, or grave. And if this thing is in the grave, you can special summon it. And when it's summoned, you can Book of Moon an opponent's card. Pretty fucking nuts. So for the spells, ignore the tokens here. This is supposed to be 3 Chaos Space. I'm going to be picking some up soon. But yeah, Chaos Space lets you draw, and it lets you add dragons from deck to hand. Quick launch to summon your rockets from your deck. 1 Boot Sector launch. 1 Dragon Ravine. The Ravine lets you send a dragon from deck to grave. Boot Sector launch just lets you go into your rocket combos by special summoning rockets from hand or grave. 1 Called by the Grave to not die from hand traps. And 1 Monster Reborn. So for the hand traps, I am running the Gamma package because Gamma's definitely the best hand trap in the game. Just negate and destroy any of your opponent's monsters. You can special summon it and Driver to make a level 8 as well. Really fucking good. I'm also playing 3 Ghost Ogre to just pop anything. Adventure is nuts. This can just stop your opponent's adventure package, to be honest. Just really good overall. Playing 3 Veiler to negate my opponent's spell and traps. And that's it for the light hand traps. I should be running more, but I just don't have access to any more light hand traps. But yeah, 3 Skullmeister to negate graveyard shenanigans. 1 Ash to just negate anything. Honestly, if I had more, I would be running more. But if I only have 1, I'm gonna run the 1. And then the 1 Ghost Mourner. This could really be anything, to be honest. I just like having it. It's an extra effect filler that could deal damage, basically. Moving on to the extra deck. So we got the Striker Dragon. It's your Link 1. Lets you search Boot Sector launch. Dragunity Knight Romulus to search your Ravine. Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Pretty fucking sick. You can just bounce back an opponent's card as a quick effect. And you can also special summon a dragon from deck. Quadborrel. I mainly just use this to target Silverrokket to just like banish an opponent's extra deck monster. Really good against Splite. Sometimes they only be running 1 gigantic sprite. And you could just straight up banish it, which is nice. IP Masquerena to help me go into my Knightmare Unicorn, which lets me draw and pop a card on the field. Triple Burst Dragon. It's an Omni Negate during the battle phase, which is nice. Just an easy level 3 to go into. Vorticular Drumgon. I love this card. I love this card, especially when I'm going into Accescode. It takes 3 dragons, right? And when it's summoned, you could draw a card. But the best part is you use this with Noctovision Dragon. Bro, you're going into your Accescode and you're going to draw 2 cards. Really fucking good. Speaking of Accescode, I'm running D1 Accescode to just destroy my opponent's field. Not a hard once per turn. Becomes a big beat stick and end games. And just in case I get like Artifact Lancea, I could make the Borrelsword Dragon and just attack for game with Borrelsword. Pretty good game ender. And then the one Borrelend, it's an Omni Negate that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Your opponent can't respond to it. Really fucking good against rogue decks. They just, half the time, they can't really deal with it, so it's pretty fucking cool. We got the one Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. It's a nice Omni Negate. It could also summon your tuners. Really good to summon Ghost Ogre, because then you have another interruption. Chaos Ruler to basically just add light and darks from your deck by milling them or excavating them, whatever. Really good for combos. You can also special summon it from the grave. Really fucking good. Borreload Savage, beautiful Omni Negate. My other little tech card, Draco Berserker. Sometimes it's easier to make a Draco Berserker than it is to make like a Borrelsword or an Accescode. This too can end games. As a quick effect, you can like banish an opponent's monster when they use their effects, and it can attack twice. It gains attack equal to the monster destroyed by battle, so it's just really fucking good overall. So for the side deck, I'm going to start over with the traps. We got 3 goes in match. Since we're basically only running darks, we do run some lights, but you know, you got to strategically activate the goes in match. This can just straight up like beat your opponent's decks that like to spam attributes. Really good. 3 rivalry. If your opponent's playing a deck that plays a lot of different types, we're good. We basically only play dark dragons anyway, or just dragons. But yeah, this can just straight up win you games. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, good to banish your opponent's spell and traps instead. Really good against Scythe. Also really good against Eldritch because they can't use their effects. 3 Chalice and 3 Dark Ruler no more, just to help us go second and not die to like a 25,000 negate board. Alright, so that's it for the deck profile. Now we're gonna do some combos, baby. Okay, so instead of doing like setup combos here, I figured to show you the true potential of this deck, just to show you how truly consistent it is. Instead, I'm gonna do some test hands. All right, so let's see what we get here. This is a going first type build. You can go second, but it's much better going first. So let's see what we get. We have Gamma, Starliege Seyfert, Chaos Space, Veiler, and Absorouter. Okay. So we're going to start first with the Chaos Space. We're going to pitch the Absorouter to search. So let's get ourselves a Rokket. Might as well just add, in this case, we'll add the Rokket Tracer. Chaos Space to add, let's get White Dragon Wyverbuster. Alright, so we're going to banish the Absorouter to make White Dragon Wyverbuster. We're going to link off the Wyverbuster into our Striker Dragon here. And now we're going to go Chain Link 2, Chain Link 1. So we're going to add our Boot Sector launch as Chain Link 1. We're going to add our Black Dragon Collapserpent as Chain Link 2. There you go. Now we're going to banish the Wyverbuster to make Black Dragon Collapserpent. Then we're going to use these two. Right away, we're just going to make our Hieratic Seal so that we don't get Nibiru'd. We're going to use Boot Sector to bring out the Rokket Tracer. I'm going to banish the Chaos Space in my grave. We're going to return the Striker Dragon because we could reuse it. And then we're going to draw one off a Chaos Space, and beautiful. We drew even more hand traps here. That's beautiful. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use Tracer's effect to pop Boot Sector launch to bring out Rokket Synchron, because we're going to use the Synchron. Now we're going to normal summon the Seyfert. We're not going to use Seyfert's effect. We're just going to straight up go right into our Chaos Ruler. Okay? Now we're going to mill 5 with Chaos Ruler. We have Ghost Ogre, Recharger, Veiler, Gamma, and Meister. I'm just going to add Veiler because having 2 Veilers is broken. The rest gets sent to the grave. And then from here, we're going to go into our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, because now we have an Omni Negate, we have a Bounce, we have 2 Veilers, and we have a Ghost Ogre. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interruptions. And it's pretty fucking broken. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Nocto, Chaos Space, Skullmeister, Seyfert, and Veiler. So this is not a good hand. This is a very mid hand, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to use the Chaos Space. I'm going to use it to get rid of... We'll get rid of the Meister, because a Veiler hits more cards. Okay, we're going to use that to add Wyverbuster. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and banish the Meister to make Wyverbuster. Then we're going to go ahead and link off into Striker Dragon with Wyverbuster. And now we could go Chain Link. We'll do Chain Link 1 Wyverbuster, Chain Link 2 Striker Dragon, and Chain Link 3 Noctovision to special from hand. So now we're gonna add Wyverbuster. Collapserpent, my bad. We're gonna add Boot Sector. Then we're gonna also be able to draw soon. We're gonna link off Noctovision and Striker Dragon into Dragunity Knight Romulus, which is gonna search us our Dragon Ravine. We'll do Chainlink 2 Dragunity Knight Romulus, Chainlink 1 Noctovision, so that I could search before I draw. Always search before you draw, by the way. It's a rookie mistake. It's okay. You learn by making mistakes, but yeah, you definitely want to be searching before you're drawing. Let's be real here. Okay, then we get to draw. Beautiful, Ghost Ogre, nice. Okay, we got options here, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna use the Ravine, use its effect to discard, let's just say Seyfert, because I like having that interruption in my hand. Seyfert to send Absorouter. Absorouter is gonna search us our, where is he, Rokket Synchron. Next up, we're gonna activate the Boot Sector launch. Then I'm gonna banish the Wyverbuster so that I can summon Collapserpent from hand. And right away, I'm gonna use these two to go into my Hieratic seal, so that now I have like an Omni bounce, which is nice. Next up, I'm gonna normal summon the Rokket Synchron. I think I fucked up. It's so easy to fuck up. Whatever, we'll use it to make Absorouter. Before I do anything else though, I'm gonna use Chaos Space to banish itself, bring back the Striker Dragon. Then we get to draw one. Aw, another Absorouter, are you fucking joking? So I have options here. I could make the... I could mill 5 though. I'm not gonna mill 5, I'm gonna play it safe here, I'm gonna play it safe. I'll make the... We'll just make Borreload Savage. Use Borreload Savage to bring back the this guy into the Spell and Trap zone. So now Borreload Savage is at 3600 and it's an Omni Negate. And yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 interruptions. So as you can see, the deck is pretty damn consistent. You could do quite a bit. Just overall, it's a beautiful deck. The way it just meshes together and everything, you gotta love it. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. That's it for the video. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, because I do stream once in a while. I'm trying to stream more. I stream a lot of Smash. And be on the lookout for my new Yu-Gi-Oh series that's gonna come out, man. This shit's gonna be so good. It's gonna be me playing the game as cheap as I possibly can. And I'm gonna be playing at Ignisters, and believe me, it's gonna be sick. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, take it easy.